It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show, Espresso. It's a Friday morning, a very exciting Friday morning. It is indeed, because we've been talking about the Samsung Galaxy Note 20, and it's time right now to touch it, to feel it, take it for a bit of a test drive. And of course, we can only count on one man to give us the ultimate lowdown on this beautiful power phone. Grant Hinds, everybody. Of course, the man, one of the first people in the country to get their hands on it.
Yes, I was.
I mean...
And I love the Note series. This is my favorite phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's basically Samsung showing off.
Yeah.
It's like, what can we throw in here and make it as powerful as possible, and then include a stylus, the S Pen,
absolutely,
so that I can interact with the screen. I mean, there's nothing more powerful and more user-friendly than the Note series. And the Note 20 Ultra, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. Just...
Oh. It's a phone. I mean, just look at the finish. Like, I mean, I don't often talk about like finishes on phones. Like when people talk to me, I never really talk about aesthetics. I talk about what's under the hood.
Yeah.
But the finish, you know, but the finish.
Definitely, man. So you've had, I don't know, how many days a week now with it?
I've had about, I've had a week with it. Yes.
About a week, yeah. So the first thing that people always want to know about, of course, is the camera. What can the camera do? What is it packing? Front-facing, rear-facing camera? Talk to me about that.
Exceptional, right?
Yeah.
We've got a 10-megapixel front-facing camera. We've got an ultra-wide, a wide, and a telefocal lens on the back. I'm actually going to bring it up. I don't know if we can do this, but I can bring it up on the screen behind us. Yeah. So you can see a little bit of the studio, and then I'll show you. This is the telefocal. The wide. There was Graham. I didn't say Graham didn't. Graham doesn't know that he was on camera. I'm actually going to zoom in onto Graham. It's got 50 times zoom, so I can zoom into Graham on camera.
Oh, that's Graham there.
There he is. There he is.
On the other side.
I'm actually sorry. I'm putting it this way. There we go. That will be better. And then it's obviously, when I go back, it's the wide angle lens and then the ultra wide. Look at this. This is everybody in studio. Guys, say hi.
Those are the cameras looking at us, looking at you.
And it's just packed in so much. The cameras even shoot in 8K.
That's what I was going to ask about now, because earlier on when we were talking to Justin, we saw a video wherein like a top-end video producer was on set working with the phone and shooting in 8K. Let's quickly unpack that and talk about what it means to have 8K video quality.
Okay, so most of you guys are watching this at home, potentially, if you've got satellite dishes at 720p, which is like a certain, so that's a kind of resolution. You go up a little bit, it's still HD, but you go up a little bit, you get 1080p, which is what most like consoles will output. Yeah. That's a resolution. Then you go up to 2K, right? Okay. That's bigger. There's nothing in broadcast in South Africa at 2K. Then there's 4K, which, if you're lucky, someone on YouTube, one of your favorite YouTubers, might be filming in 4K. And then there's 8K, which is bigger than 4K. So it's this resolution which is absolutely wild. But a lot of people are going like, and I know I can hear people at home going like, oh, well, that's silly, then why must I have 8K on my phone? Being able to take photos with the sensor size that big and with processing that big means that I can zoom in. I mean, you've seen with the zoom, there's a 50 times zoom on here, which looks amazing. And there's also something which allows you to snap your videos. It's called Snap Video, and what you can take a snapshot of a video and it will save it at the highest resolution as a JPEG. So a high-resolution photo that you filmed, so you can film your kid running around the garden or whatever, and then you've got like a minute-long video clip. Then you've got like, I really want to frame. There was something in here that I really want to frame and put on the wall.
Moment.
Or maybe you want to do like a montage and get creative with it. Yeah. You can then scrub through the video and snap different frames of that video and then print them out at this extremely high resolution.
Because it's filmed in 8K, it can then take that little moment and have the best quality of. Wow.
And most big studio cameras that you get don't even film in 8K. I think the studio, the cameras here, they're like, I mean, 1080p max.
Okay,
I just heard just HD max. So this is such a powerful device. When Samsung really were just like, let's just bring it. This is what they're doing. They're going over 9,000 here. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and then on top of that, when you take a look at the processing power of the phone and what it can do under the hood, you add gaming to that. And we've been talking about gaming all morning long, but we're talking really intense level gaming where a lot of processing power is needed in order for those graphics to be smooth, the gameplay to be immersive and interactive, and the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 offers that.
Yeah, so just to give you an idea of how much Samsung care about games, obviously the processor and the graphics chips, they always get better every year to make the games better. But what Samsung have done to make the experience on the Note great is that they have upped the refresh rate to 120 hertz. So for gamers out there, they already can hear what I'm saying.
Okay.
120 hertz means that there are more frames being delivered to you. And not only that, they've included a 240 hertz poll rate, which means, just for layman's terms, that the screen is flicking so many times. The input that you push when the touchscreen happens as soon as you click it. There's milliseconds. So if you're playing competitive games, like we've been playing now with a whole bunch of games now with this MTN Arena thing, like you are faster on the input than anybody else with a traditional 60 hertz screen. There's more.
No lag.
There's no lag. Your input lag is minimized to next to nothing with the 240 hertz touch, and the 120 hertz means that it's double the amount of frames that you get on a 60 hertz. So you're probably watching this on a 60 hertz TV. It's double the amount of frames, and it's hard to see with your own eyes unless you're in a store. I can't show you on TV because of your TVs, but you need to step into a store. If you see it, try it out, and just take the phones together. Every time I show people, their minds explode.
Wow.
And it makes such a big difference, not only for like just using the phone, but for gaming.
I mean, and then you talk about speed, you add the 5G enabled factor to the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, right? Let's talk about 5G. It's been the big hype word right now. What's the deal with 5G and why is it so major?
Okay, so for people who still don't understand why 5G is such a big deal, it's like extremely fast. It's the next generation. The jump from Edge to 2G to 3G to 4G to 5G is so huge that
it's faster than fiber, I understand, right?
It can be, depending on where you're at. And like that's how the speeds that they can generate for gaming is just like phenomenal. So obviously downloading files and videos and as a work device, as the Note as a work device is far more functional, because if you have a 5G network and you're using that, it will just like it'll you know, you'll be able to get to your files faster. But when you're playing online games, update quicker.
Yes.
When you are playing against opponents, the person with the fastest internet has the advantage. And that's called latency. So you want to minimize as much latency between you, because I'm sending a signal to the server and to your machine. So if I like jump in my game, it has to travel around the world to get there. And the faster we can get that to happen,
back and forth,
the faster it will happen. And we're going to get to like light speed super soon, like at that level, where I'm going to be able to press a button and do it. And the fastest is 5G right now on a phone. So I have the biggest advantage. If I'm playing Fortnite on my phone, it's over.
Okay.
I'm just saying, and it's an advantage. Not only do I have that fast internet speed, I've got that really fast refresh rate. So all the lag, all the bottlenecking is just minimized to a min.
Listen, we've spoken about a lot. There's the camera, there's the gaming aspect, there's the 5G, the video quality in 8K. There's a lot. What would you say is your #1 big reason as to why people should be excited about the Galaxy Note 20 series?
Okay, if you don't understand anything I've just said, it's the best phone on the market, and it's got an S Pen. Just the fact that, let me just pop this S Pen out for you right now. It's a pen that just like clips into the bottom and you pull it out. And because the refresh rate on the screen is so low, input lag with the pen is also extremely low. So you can write, you could take notes. It can turn those notes into text for you. So it will be able to read your handwriting.
No matter how bad your handwriting.
No matter how bad your handwriting is. I've seen some bad handwriting. It will also write notes according to like lectures. If you're sitting in a lecture or watching a course, you can write, and then it will record the audio, and you can listen back to your lecture at the same time. It really is the most powerful, useful device, and that's why Note is my favorite phone category in the world. And it's here, it's now.
It's very clear, man. Very clear. It is here, it is now. And of course, this is your final reminder right now that we have not one, but 2 incredible competitions for you, courtesy of Samsung. Now, you can win one of 2 Galaxy Note 20 devices. And all you need to do is head on over to our Expresso Facebook page and comment on the competition post by telling us your 2 favorite features of the new Note 20 and why. Now, in our second competition, therein you stand a chance of winning one of 10 Galaxy Buds Live. Now, to stand a chance of winning on one set of those, head on over to our Expresso Twitter page and comment on the competition post by sharing the very first song you'd listen to with these new earphones and why. Now, both competitions close at 12 p.m. today, so get on it as quickly as possible. And remember that T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Thank you, Grant Hinds.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thank you.